I wanted to show is one of my favorite ideas is the mushroom cloud and how it's made. Start with the basic stem in the center, which is a lot of energy going upward. It's almost like taking this kind of a shape of all these stripes and moving it at an energetic diagonal. That's actually what's running through the middle of this. You can see this red and white thing is actually similar. The explosion will begin from this side, by the way. So this is the back side, which kind of shows you where the mushroom cloud ends with the two sides. These are two flowing, twisted, rotating shapes that are the big explosion of the cloud itself. But the cloud, when it blows up at the beginning, is very, very short and small. So you can see that the rhythm of this motion is going up and up and up, but there's some countervailing motion to it. These shapes are basically kind of a twisted, you get some lines together like this. In order to create this, you're going to want to twist it like a barrel. And it's going to grow from a small shape, twisting out to a larger shape. And then that's what this ultimately is on the side. These are little twisted barrels on both sides. And then the reason I'm using sort of yellow and black is that this is the kind of detritus image of the ground as it's all exploding stuff on each side. And when you start on this side, these swirling shapes, you want to use a sort of a disc explosion here, like white and black, to be the kaboom kaboom that defines the sort of energetic, most outwardly exploding beginning of the mushroom cloud. I might want to do something like this, and then add a focal point of white that's just crazy white, and then we'll put a little bit of this will give it some definition. This is another disc shape. This is very much like a when you explode it out, it's almost like 3 frames and the whole shape comes into appearance. Okay. So again, this is sort of intricately. All of these shapes are this way. This side is twisting this way. Hard to talk here. Hard to explain. But if you were to take all these lines, they're all twisting one way, and on the other side they're all twisting the other way. So the idea is to make a series of fluid shapes that rise up from the center, explode out, and then flow out like they're going like the way a mushroom cloud opens up from the center. So it's really trying to play with liquid dynamics, because clay is very liquid-like, and the flow of what's going on is very liquid-like, and certainly with a lot of effort and energy you could be more specific to using that flow. This is more artistic and kind of freeform. It's not trying to literally kind of exactly describe a mushroom cloud as much as artistically, like an impressionist, take the impression of it and put it through the sieve of clay and come out with a piece of art on the other side that is the takes the liquid nature of clay and creates a kind of musical interpretation of the liquid dynamics. I think that's really the way I would explain it. It's a lot like music, and you're just taking the instrument of clay and using the liquid similarity, I would say, between what a mushroom cloud does. As you can see, this is the kind of that center ring of cloud, and it wants to go backwards. You know, what's great about mushroom clouds is parts want to go up and other parts want to suck back down as other parts are going up. So this is an attempt to kind of mimic some of those attributes. This is the ring. This is the ring part right here, and you can see it starts down here and then it continues up, and so that ring is going up the barrel. The barrel, though, of the stem, I should say, of the mushroom itself, is going up faster than the ring. So the ring just sort of hangs out and starts to twirl around this little white part here, and this is moving up much more quickly, really fast through the ring, and so you can see it almost passing by where this is stationary. These lines are actually coming up to the center of here inside all this. There are a couple of, you can see the twisted shapes much better now. And there's an upper twisted shape. You see this, it's separated into two things, the sort of purple magenta and the red and white. And they're going in opposite directions. One's twirling one way while the other twirls the other. While this shape is spreading out from below, this black and white stuff is spreading out below. So there's kind of 4 different colors in this white on the outside, the glow. 4 different colors and things going on when you break it apart. Okay. I just wanted you to understand the structure of this a little bit better. The mushroom stem, how it's raising up, how this cloud line stays kind of in the center while this continues to rise up through the middle. These twirl around. They've got an echo of clouds. They've got another echo of clouds below, and all of these things are flowing together, and then you throw your fast, chaotic explosion at the opening right there. I always want to note, this is a very small note, but you always want things to flow down and find their own gravity back to a piece of clay that is still, that you don't want things to fly up and be hanging. Like I wouldn't want something way up there hanging like this. I could do it like that because it would fly down and have a place of gravity to finish as I sliced away. But here, I would slice away and there would just be a leftover slice like this, hanging in midair like that, which is unacceptable because there's nothing, it would just pop off. At some point when there's nothing to support the slice to take the photograph, it just disappears. So you have to have shapes that fly down and hit something. You can't have shapes that fly up like this and go nowhere. Even though it would be wonderful to do, you'd end up with a slice like that and there'd be nothing there to hold it up, unless you'd use green screen and key it out, of course. Alright, so that is your basic mushroom